Hello, everybody. I'm making this screen share cast available to you to discuss a topic that the college is very much committed to and moving forward with, and that's OAER materials. I'm going to make this Canvas space available to you all, so I wanted to introduce it to you now, give you a quick run through of it, and then what the expectations are for us moving forward in our classrooms in regards to presenting our students with OAER materials and how to use some of these things. So let me jump in and show you what I'm talking about. So I will be providing you with a link to self-enroll in this Canvas space, which has the resources that you can use in your course. And what we're asking for is for you to be able to customize this the way you want and really let this be a resource for you to decide how you want to implement this in your course. And I'm going to give you some examples on how to do that if you want some examples on that. So the first module within this little Canvas space, it talks about what OAER, what they are, and there's a difference between OER, which we normally hear, and OAER. And so when you look at OER, those are open educational resources. So I'll quickly go through here. There's some videos, some definitions for you. I'm not going to go over all of this with you right here. That would make the video a little long. So I'd rather just kind of show you what it is and then let you kind of explore on your own. And then what OAER is open, affordable educational resources. So whereas open educational resources are free for the most part, the AER, they throw the word affordable there. And so I like to think of this like Microsoft Office 365 is available to all of our students. There is a cost there, right? The college is paying for those licenses, and that could be coming from students' tuition, fees, things of that nature. So it is an affordable educational resource. It's not necessarily free, right? So that's one way to look at it and think about it. But that's the main difference. So our students are exposed to those things. So again, that first module is just kind of talking about what OER is, what OAER is, some discussion on Creative Commons licensing, and then kind of moving forward. In the getting started area of this first module, I think is a very valuable space. I want to draw your attention to Valencia's LibGuides that we have. So you may or may not be aware that we have some OAER LibGuides. Our wonderful librarians have created those. So if you enter there, you'll see all the different subjects and disciplines and OER materials, and you'll notice that we have a SLS NSE space. And within that space, you'll see that they have textbooks, there's courses, information literacy, videos. All of these are OER resources that you're more than welcome to use to implement into your class, share with your students, however you want to use it. So we have access to all of those wonderful materials and resources. And so I want to bring us back to kind of why OAER. So the college definitely is making a concerted effort to keep the cost low for our students, right? We haven't raised tuition in many years. And we're also, the college has made a deliberate effort, specifically within the baseball degree, to try to make it 100% OER materials. So that way students are not coming out of pocket for textbooks. And there's some information in this first module that talks about how much textbooks are and how much that sector of the economy earns, and it's quite startling if you go in there and you start looking at the numbers. Then I'm going to move on to the next module here. So using OAER. So in this module, what they're showing you, these are example assignments that that faculty have used and kind of give you ideas of how you can incorporate annotating PDF files or annotating OER sources. So, you know, in the composition one, it kind of shows you, hey, this is what an OAER looks like in a comp class. And you go through, and I'm not going to go through all of it now, but you can see that. Here in procrastination, that's something that we may very well use in our course, right? So this is an example of a discussion post. So maybe for our faculty who teach online. So perhaps you find an OER article, right? And you put it in, and the article is going to discuss procrastination. The thought behind this is I think it's important for us to think about how we are preparing our students to, let's say, take notes within an open resource like this. I think to days of, you know, we may have students that do still write down in notepads and in notebooks and kind of annotate that way, but we also may have students who are looking at files like this, and then they're highlighting things and they're making notes, and that's kind of what the concept is here. So this is just a discussion post example assignment where an OER is being used. There's an article here that we're providing it to the student, and then what I'm going to show you moving forward is perhaps how a student may use that and annotate that in a way that they're taking notes in a digital format, right? So here's the article again down here. So again, that module is just really showing you example assignments that are using OER materials. Now here is in the assignment section, this is an example of how to annotate a PDF file and perhaps how to put it into work, right? So if we enter this assignment here, what we've done is, this is an assignment that is asking students to show us how they can take notes in a digital format. So here we're providing a student with a article, right? And the directions are to read the PDF file and then use the annotation tools in Adobe Acrobat Reader or any annotation tool of your choice and create and highlight different things. And then we're able to communicate back and forth with them depending on how we create the assignment, which I'm going to show you here. Of course, there are resources here. We also want to show students, hey, you do have access to download Adobe Acrobat Reader. There's a resource to show them how to annotate a PDF file, how to download and save a file to your OneDrive, Access 365. So we're providing resources for students there as well. Sometimes we may assume they know how to use these things, but from my experience in class, I've noticed that there are many students who struggle in accessing just their Office 365, and they really haven't been introduced on how to use that. And you can imagine us being a gateway front door course, we're hopefully providing students with these skills so that they can utilize them in their other courses as they continue their journey at Valencia and beyond. So I do want to bring your attention to, so how can we make the assignment available for annotation? So when you're creating your assignment and you come through, you're going to come down to the section here where you must select student annotation. And so the file is there. We've uploaded the file and then we save it. Oh, I guess I haven't uploaded the file. One moment. So we've saved it. So let's go to the student view. So you do have to enter the student view so that you can see how this all pans out. So here, when the student enters the assignment, that file will upload for them. Now, the instructions of the assignment, we're asking them to download it, save it, make their annotations to then submit. So in this student annotation section, the file would upload, and I'm going to move forward just for the sake of time. It would upload, and the student can just make their annotations in here and then hit submit assignment, which makes it very easy. They don't have to download it. But in other courses, perhaps they're accessing OER resources and a faculty member is not making an assignment, but they do want to take notes on it still. So if we go to File, Upload, let's say we're going to choose the file. And I have already completed this. So now it's submitted. So let's take a look at what this may look like. So on our end, we're going to see the annotations that the student made. So here, I already completed this assignment, so I highlighted this here. I highlighted this as if I were a student. And then I actually even put a post-it here saying, where can I find this location on East Campus? Now, as a faculty member, we can respond to this when we go into SpeedGrader. We see these annotations, and then we can put our own annotations in, which I'm sure you've used this and respond back to the student. Let's see, I can't see it there. Check feedback. Right. We grade them. We let them know, hey, review, feedback, and document. All right, we've done all that. And so here, we're showing students how can they annotate a document. We're referring them back to look at feedback. We can communicate back and forth with them within the assignment grading. And to see what this looks like for the student, let's go to modules, go to student preview. And notice we have a grade here. So if we come in, this is the one I just finished. I did one earlier, and I see, okay, I see my feedback. Please see the feedback in the documents and respond to me. So the student does have to enter the assignment itself. Student can click on View Feedback. Now the assignment comes up. Here's their post-it note. Here's my response to them. They've highlighted this. I can see that. And they put another note down here. I would have responded there. So now you see the back and forth and communication that we can do. So again, I just wanted to make this quick video so that I can introduce the concept of how we're preparing students to be able to annotate and utilize different OAER resources. And it's going to be an expectation that we're including this in our course somewhere. There will be more information to come, especially as we get to the beginning of the fall semester, once the summer is coming to a close. And one way that I'm thinking about using it in my course or in my courses is perhaps when we have the students complete the Clifton Strengths and they've downloaded their report, perhaps we're having them submit it and we're asking them to annotate it. They can be underlining the things that we want them to underline, highlight things that they find interesting to themselves. And then that can be just one way that we're incorporating how to utilize annotations tools, specifically within maybe OER or OAER resources. So I hope this was helpful. Again, I'm going to follow up with a lot of other information. I'm going to provide you with the enrollment link for this Canvas course section. And just stay tuned, and I hope all is well. Thank you so much.